Hello everyone, my name is DIXIT and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. So today I'll give you a walkthrough of one of the retired machine of HackTheBox, and the name of the machine is Timing. In this machine I'll just try to get it solve all the stuffs, whatever the stuffs I'm seeing it inside of this. Couple of different type of techniques we have to use it to get the final root flag out of it. So let me go to the system now and get it solve this machine, and I'll explain you each and everything. So before proceeding further in this video, we simply have to see this is my technical blog where you can see all the write-ups is already available. I'll publish the write-ups over here itself, and these are the categories where you can explore a couple of other stuffs. Now this is my technical channel. I can show you that this is my technical channel. So these are all the write-ups and the walkthrough I have created so far. So you can go through it and step by step you can try to get it simulated on your system. So now we'll go to the machine and try to get it solved. So today we're solving the machine is Timing. This is going to be get it retired soon. Okay, so the first command which we have to fire it is nmap-a, and IP address is 10.10.11.135. We'll just wait for the output. So over here we can see port 22 and port 80 is enabled. So it looks like a target machine is a Linux machine. So now what's the next step for it? We simply have to try to get it access directly on a browser. The same thing, we try to get it access it. Let me try to get it access. So I can see that it's a type of login page. I can able to see it over here. Okay, so I don't have any credential right now with me, so I can't do anything over here. So now what's the next step for it? I'll simply run the go buster just to identify a subsections of it. So let me go to the terminal once again and try to run this go buster. So we'll just wait for the output. So in the output we can see like image.php, header.php, and other stuffs are also here. It's upload.php, footer.php, css, js, logger.php. okay, so let me close this. I don't require any more. Okay, what exactly the things we can do it? I'll try for images and try to get it access this. So let me try to get it access. I can see that it's a forward and I can getting the output. So what is the next step for it? I can try for image.php also, which I'm getting in my go buster result, and I'm not seeing any output. It looks like a blank one. So what's the next step for it? We go for the fuzzing just to identify after the file what is the parameter we can use it. So that was one of the things for which we required a fuzzing. So we are running the fuzzing over here itself. Just after the images we try to figure out the stuffs about it. Okay, so let me run it and wait for the output. So in the output I can see img. okay, so this is looks like I can use this one after the fuzzing. So let me go to the browser and try this one. So I'm using $img equal to /etc/passwd. Let me see whether I'm getting any output or not. I'm not getting it. It's showing is a hacking attempt detected. Okay, so it's look like some trick we have to use it over here, and I have used one trick. What I'm doing, I'm simply using the same thing, but what I'm using it is the decoder. I'm using it over here, convert.base64-decode /resource equal to /etc/password. This is the path we have to use it for each and every file, whatever the content we try to read it. Okay, once we run it we can get that output. Okay, this is the one which we are doing it initially. Now what else we can do it? So we'll go to the terminal once again and I'll try to fire this command. So in this straightforward thing, this time I'm trying to see the content of login.php in base64 format directly. So let me run it, and I'm not getting it. Not sure why it's not working. So this will work actually as I've copied it, so that was a reason. -d is become something else. That was a reason it's not giving appropriate output. So now you can see I can able to see the content of login.php. Okay, once I can able to read the content of it, So what else I can do it? So over here itself we just have to look for one of the file. Let me see inside of the content of it. There is one file of db. Okay, so here is the file which we are looking for it inside of that login.php. Okay, so now our next step is we simply have to read the content of that file itself. Let me paste this command directly just to see the content out of it. So this time I'm improving my mistake last time which I did it. Okay, this time we run it and we can able to see the content out of it, and this is also one of the password. We can try to attempt it. I tried it earlier but it's not working, so I'm not doing it once again for you, so it will not work. Okay, what else we can do it? So now I'll try for upload.php also. At the time of GoBuster we can able to get that upload.php also, so that was the reason I'm trying to get that detail also. Let me run it once again and I can able to see the content. So over here you can see admin underscore auth underscore check.php file is get it included inside of it. So what we have to do next, we simply have to run the curl command once again and read the content of this file itself. So let me run it once again. So you can see that we are simply changing the file names over here. Okay, let me run it. So we can see include auth check.php. So we just see the content of this one now. Okay. So now what I'm doing it in this case, I'll simply go to this section of login itself and I'll try for Aaron. Okay, as in the initial phase I can show you that Aaron is also one of the user on this. Okay, so I'll try to get it login with the Aaron, and I'm trying the same password also, get it login. So once I go inside of it, I can able to see you you are logged in as user 2. Okay, let me go to the edit profile. I'll go to this section. Okay, once I'll go to this section, I can see the details about it. So now what I'll do, I'll just see the code of profile.php also. Let me go to the terminal once again. I'll run this curl once again to see the content of profile.php. So I can able to see this one. Okay, and over here in the top of it you can able to see script source js / profile.js. So now we'll read the content of that only. Okay, so let me run this command once again. I'll try to see the content of that only. Let me, I think it's appropriate. Let me run it. We can able to see the content of it. Okay, so now I can see that it's profile underscore update.php is the file, inside of it a post xml.open. Okay, so now I'll try to see the content of that file also. Once again I'm running the command with -d. Okay, and we'll wait for the output and we can get the output now. Okay, so what is the next step for it? Now we have to go to the browser once again, and what I have identified at the time of my investigation. So let me update everything. Instead of test, I just have to make it admin. Okay, and I have started the interception also on burp proxy. Okay, let me try to click on update. Once I'll click on update, oh sorry, I think once again I have to do it. Let me click on update. Okay, So this will make it request like this. What I'll do over here, as this is a hidden try, I've tried it over here and this is working. So I'll just make it a role equal to 1. So in couple of cases it become an admin. So let me see whether in this case also we get the admin rights. Okay, let me click on home and I can able to see the admin panel. Okay, this is one of the thing. So what now what is the next step for it? As we already get this page, we'll go inside of it. There's a script which we required it to be created over here itself. So I'll show you that. So this is the script we required it just to get the hash out of it. So right now if I'm running that if I'm running this Python 3 exploit, so I can able to get the hashes. But what I'm looking for it, that I'll tell you, once we upload the file, it's automatically be published over there. It's in the form of hash itself. So just to get the appropriate hash, we just run it and over there itself we'll try to upload the file, and that file which we're trying to upload is this. So instead of that we'll try to put our PHP code, one-liner PHP code. Okay, I'll show you that what exactly this, like in which way this will help us. So you simply have to make a code in such a way of test.jpg and let me upload the file. So I'm not clicking directly on upload, I'll simply select it over here itself. Okay, this is done. Let me make it a site. Okay, and let me click on terminal also to make it a site. Okay, perfect. I think one more minute. Okay, this will looks good. Perfect. So now what we'll do, we'll simply have to run this exploit over here and click on upload image. Okay, make sure you have to do both the things in fraction of seconds only, so that you can get the appropriate hash, as we have to attempt for a couple of things just to get the appropriate output. We are looking for ID value. Okay, so that will I will explain you what we are looking for it. So I'll just run it over here and click on upload image. Okay, that's it, and let me close it. Okay, so I'm getting 1 2 3 4 5 hash. Out of that, 1 hash is the appropriate one which we are looking for it. Now what's the command for it? So now we will run this command. Okay, and over here itself, instead of the hash we simply have to copy this hash. Okay, I'll explain you what exactly is it. So it's the same file, same content which you are using it, equal to images / upload, where we are uploading the file. It's automatically converted in the file format. Okay, so this is the content along with that file. It's a prefix, I can say that. It's get it attached with that, and then this is a parameter inside of the which I can call it as a content of the file. Test I'm calling, and in that test parameter I'm trying to call the ID. So it will get triggered and we get the ID value if this is the appropriate hash which we are looking for it. So let me trigger it. No, this one is not. So let me go to this section once again. I'll remove this hash, copy the third hash, paste it, and let me try to trigger. No, this will also not work. Let me go to this section once again, remove this value, and I'll copy this and I'll run it. Yeah, so this is the appropriate hash which we are looking for it. So as we can get the output using the appropriate hash, so now we'll go for the next step for it. Make sure you have to use the same hash every time. Okay, so now I'll paste the command which I already make it from my side, and I'll try to modify the hash for each and every command. Okay, so let me remove this hash and I'll copy this one. And run it. So we'll just see that what other files is present on the target machine, that we call it as a target. Okay, this is the file present over there itself. What's the next command now? we'll just run this once again, see that what are the files is present inside of the opt1. Okay, remove the hash once again over here. I'll copy the hash, paste it, and we can able to see. So this is a source files -backup.zip, okay, which we can call it as the appropriate one. Now we'll just transfer this file to /var/ww/html so that we can able to download this file. Okay, so I'll just go to this section and I'll just replace that hash once again. Let me replace it, copy and replace it. Okay, run it. So it's done. Now we'll go to the browser and I'll try to download this file. Okay, so instead of going for that way, I already have the URL with me. Just simply paste it and I can able to download that file. I feel like I can able to. Okay, perfect. This looks like I can able to download the file now. Okay, so this is the file I have already downloaded on my system, so there is no need of to get it download once again. You have to download this on your system, and now what you have to do, you simply have to fire unzip and you have to do that unzip. Once you're done with that, it's automatically going in the backup one. I think it's automatically created something like a backup one. Okay, so now what we have to do, after unzip and everything is done, what we have to do, the next thing, I'll simply have to run this one as this. Okay, so this is the content inside of the backup. Okay, so over here also directly you can read the content of dbcon and those things. You can do it very easily. dbcon is one of the file you can read the content. If you want to read it, you can able to read the content. One more thing, git tool, might be you're aware about it or not, I'm not sure. If you're aware about it, that's good. So you simply have to download this tool, which is required over here for the extraction for it. So you simply have to download this tool. Once you're done with the download, just go to this section, extractor. Okay, now you simply have to run this command. I'll explain you what you have to do inside of it. Okay, so this is the folder, I can say that, which is created when we done with the extraction of the zip file, and this is the output where we want it to be get it dumped once the extraction is get completed. So let me run it and I'm done with that. Once we're done with that, we'll go inside of the backup. Oh, sorry, I think we have to come out. And I can able to read the content of dbcon php. In this case, we are not able to get the full output. Okay, this is one of the output for it. But what we have to do it now, we'll try to see the GitHub also. Okay, git dump. So for that, I'll just have to go back, git tool, extractor, and then I have to go for git dump. Okay, when I'll go to this section, I'll simply have to see these are the two entries. Okay, just to get it read in one shot, I'll simply have to fire this command. And what I have to do, I simply have to cat this. Okay, the inside of this is a type of folder itself. You just go to inside of it and you can able to see the file is db_con.php. Simultaneously, the same command you have to use it for the next one also. Okay, I'm doing it for both at the same time and I can able to get the output out of it. Okay, so this one is the output. Now what we have to do, so now I'll use the same credential to get it login as a Aaron. Okay, so I'll just go to the terminal once again and try to get it login. And I have the password which I'm getting it in last command. I'll try to get it, copy that password and paste it over here, and I'm inside of it Aaron. Okay, once we inside of it Aaron, we simply have to read user.txt, and this is the initial flag which we're looking for it to get the output out of it. Okay, so now what we have to do, so now once we run sudo -l, by this way I'm getting this output. I'll do one thing, let's just run this stuff just to see. Okay, so I'll just select one and now our URL. So I'll just mention is this one initially and I can able to see that this getting downloaded. I'll show you that also. So when we run this, I can able to see images.php. Okay, that's one other thing. So now what else we can do it? So I'll try to make symlink. Okay, so symlink is like I'll just try to get it copy authorized key to the keys one in the same directory. Okay, so when I'm checking it, I can able to see keys. Okay, that is one. Now on my base machine, I'll go to my root.ssh and this one. Okay, so over here itself I can see that I have already copied the content of id_rsa to keys. Okay, so now I'm running Python 3. I'll show what I make sure over here itself. I'll try to get it copy that file of authorize_keys to my home directory of my target machine where I'm presently working, and now I'm trying to get it download my keys of my local machine to that section so that I'll override the id_rsa file. Okay, that is the thing I'm trying to get it achieve over here. I'm not sure why it's not working. Port 80 is not working. Somewhere it's working. I think it's using somewhere else. So df kh let me try to see that. So what we can do over here, if it's not working with that, so I'll run it with 8000 port. Okay, that's also another thing. Once I'll run over there itself with 8000 port, now I'll go back to my shell once again and I'm running that command once again. Okay, I'll select point 1. Okay, now I'll put it the URL, and this URL I have to get it modified. Let me put it that on notepad. And I'll put it 8000. Let me see whether I'm getting the same IP or not. I'm not sure about my IP address right now. So it's 1483. So I'll modify it to 1483. It's 83. Okay, perfect. And 8000 port. Now what I'll do, I'll just go back to this section. I'll paste it this and click on it, and this will work. Perfect, it's work. So now what I'll do, I'll simply have to click on 2 and it's got the stuff done. Now I'll go to my another terminal once again. I'll increase the size. Let me increase the size for you. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just go to this section id_rsa. No, I don't think so. I have to go inside of the SSH also. Okay, so I'll go to this section, sorry, root.ssh, and then I'll just try to run this. Okay, perfect. So over here I'm using the same id_rsa file, and which I'll try to make it a public, as I can say that a key. Okay, so this one I'm using it right now in public. I've already get it copy as a keys. Okay, let me trigger it and I can get the root shell. Okay, perfect, I'm getting it. So then I'll try to read the content of root.txt and I can able to see the flag. Okay, so what I can say in this machine, and give you a summary once again, what are the steps we have to take it to get it compromise it completely. So we'll start with the nmap, then we'll just get that port 80 and port 22, then we'll proceed further with the browser. We'll try to see like what is the content. It's a login page, so that's not giving any way for it. So then we use the go buster. By that way we just figure out couple of subsections or files also. We'll try to get it access the folders and the files. By that way we'll try for the fuzzing, and then by that way we are getting that /etc/passwd. Then we'll proceed further with that same content login.php. We have to read it, a couple of other things we try to read it of files, and db.conf and .php is one of the file which we try to read the content of. Then we'll proceed further, upload.php file, we'll try to read it. Then after that, once we get the output of it, then we'll proceed further to get the read the content of admin underscore auth underscore check.php file, and everything is just appropriate. I'll just write it down everything in my write up. You can able to get all the details, all the commands appropriately. You can simulate it on your system very easily. Then what I'll do, I'll simply have to go to the login section of that page where we are getting that username and password as a prompt one. We'll try to put a error on as a username and password as the same. It's a guess. Once we go inside of it, we'll try to update that. In the meantime, profile.php is also one of the file. I'll try to read the content of it. And now once we profile, we just try to read it. Then we just came to know like js slash profile.js is one of the file. We'll try to read the content of that one also. And once we read that content, we'll just try to get that profile underscore update.php is also one of the file which we have to read the content. We'll read the content of that also. Now what we have to do, we'll just go to the edit profile section, and then over there itself we'll try to put any content, update that admin, all 4 sections, and then we click on update interception traffic on Bob suit, and we'll just add a role equal to 1. And once we're done with that, it's automatically become an admin. We'll get the admin panel also. We'll click on the admin panel, and over there itself it's a upload file. We'll make one of the script for it to fetch the hash out of it, and we run that script, and simultaneously we'll try to upload one of the file which we have make it from our site. And once we upload that, we'll get the hash, and we'll just try to see using that hash, we'll try to trigger it a command injection type of ID value, and we'll just get the output of it. Then by that way only we'll proceed further with that. We'll try a couple of other stuffs, and I can say that it's one of the way by which you can. So over here, once we upload the file, we'll try to get it out, like we'll run one of the script, and by that way we get the hash. Once we get the hash, we'll try to get it access with that hash itself, and whatever the file, we'll try to upload it using that parameter. We'll try to fetch the detail out of that target. And once we get the detail out of it, initially we'll try to fetch the ID value, and once we get the ID value, we'll proceed further with that. Using the same hash, we'll try to figure out like what are the files is present inside of it. Those things we'll try to figure out, and then there is finally the zip file is present on the target machine. We'll try to get it, download that. Once we download it, we'll try to extract it using the git tool. We'll get the credential, I can say that directly from it, and using the same credential we can get it login inside of the machine using Aaron as a username and the password which you're getting it. Using that way, we'll just proceed further using like the credential, we can use it and we get the user.txt, and then we'll proceed further just to know like how to get it privileged this user. So by that we just came to know like there is a possibility of one other tool which is utilizes in this tool, in this application itself. So we use that tool itself, and by that we have to put some file. We'll just try to get it, download that also, one of the file content, and remotely also we can pull the file. So what are the trick over here? We'll try to modify the authorized keys to the key, and then we'll try, like we are just making a symlink, and then we'll try to download our ID_RSA file which we make it as a keys, just to get it copied on our base section itself, like on a target machine, which override the existing keys on our target machine. Once we try to get it private key, it's a public key which we have just copied it. When we try to get it login with a private key, it's automatically get synced as our public key is already present over there itself. Then it's done. So I can say that by that way we can get it login inside as a root user, and we can able to see the root flag. That's all about the stuffs inside of this machine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. If you like to connect me, you can connect me directly on LinkedIn. The LinkedIn profile link I'll provide in the description section of this video. If you like to provide your feedback, you can provide your feedback in the comment section of this video. Thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.